Oh, person, Madam Torkonu back to court and do what? We are conflict of interest. But my promise you, Bibi. Mahama Bedi president 4 months ni. One thing I can tell you, a secret. The best is yet to come. Yeah? I'm on for about Abokrono. I'm on for Abomokrono. Now, the ABC no. The ABC or Ghana. People be shocked. Now you see it. Invoice in oh, person, Madam Torkonu back to court and do what? We are conflict of interest. And you people are still working in Ghana doing demonstrations. Say, Obi tata Torkonu. Unim dia Torkonu atraso. Because MPP for Monkwasi Aboni and Budi. But you say Torkonu or wha, Obitima protect him. May bot Torkonu ne records at Chiremo. This is Torkonu's second sin. But in the bonding in Ababa Chiremo with facts. Ya shoda na ya dini ya hwemo na mo MPP for mu Jimmy ready for party. Enti osa issue an invoice. Hwa invoice no so Design 37 Limited. TIN number C002520517X. Supply interior design to Judicial Services. Date 29th November 2024. Naka how many weeks ni atwaba? 29th of November 2024. Na ye issue invoice. Na aka how many weeks? Na aka how many days? Na akoto about 7th December. A week or two to elections. Na Madam Torkonu issue invoice of almost 5 billion old Ghana. You sit there and tell me this woman has to come back to our court and sit there and do what? The committee is not supposed to even sit. That committee now, Madam Torkonu case in this, they are supposed to today call it off and sack this woman. So after all this, Mobekache say Torkonu can go back to our court. Why should Torkonu go back to our court? Seven days to elections. Not Torkonu issue invoice. The money. The money under the table. What to work is MPP? Before we Jimmy. 7 days to elections. Now, Madam Torkonu issue invoice of almost 5 billion old Ghana. Nema amena amana contract. Nema amena is the Chief Justice. The Judicial Secretary can never make this happen without the Chief Justice knowing this. So this is clear-cut conflict of interest. Senka Madam Torkonu or China and Kebe Hangeno. Do you know that? Yeah. Say Torkonu. Suspended Chief Justice Torkonu. Senka or China and Kenda na juin kia chino Kebe Hangeno. Komo ma de encheno, komo kuno. With all due respect. Yeah. Because that's how the law works there. Clear conflict of interest. Washe eyinewie. And you know the interesting thing? Company na made sure I know from the beginning, no. Ne mami enu ne oho, Edem and Serum. Our mami and sa. And mami and son, madam, mami show ne mami and son a picture. Mami show. Team, get me. Let me get you their picture. So with there, it's a public document. It is our company now. Omote ye no. Madam Torkonu ako your friend Edem, and a Torkonu ako your friend Serum. Omumienu are on that company. Company ne mamienu ne dia. Let me show you. Let me show you. Our mami and sa. Two, and as our company ni omu dia. Omu na yemo almost 5 billion. These are her kids. Our mami and sa. Baku a lawyer. Nembani ni. Mami nchro. Anya sa before we ni so. Intimenka say. Oh. Team, I lost the picture. Mede nema. Is it? I think there's it. Yeah, I have it here. Sorry. Torkonu. Keep both. Torkonu nembani. You see, Serum any Edem. They are directors of the company. Design 7, DNDN. These are her kids. Now you see it. And yet, something, they know what they are doing. Now, some are a Chief Justice cry. What will make you want to take a contract from the judiciary service? What will make you do that? The head of the judiciary. What will make you go open a company in 2019 and come in 2024 and say, give me almost 5 billion to do a job for me, mommy? An agency that, this is the one arm of government. Your mom is the head. So I are deliberate. You see how they are happy? What is quite so? Olai to create doom. Odo kwasi adimi matem. And Madam Torkonu is always standing in church and preaching. The law is the law. Now, mama yanko enim kakra. So Osha ne mana dear Osha green dress no on a lawyer no. No, they Osha grey no. They Osha grey no. Yes. Mr. P. It's Adam and Sirium. They are the directors of the company. In fact, some Sado call back now make sure company now. Make sure company document no. You better to us about you also a detailing your maybe. On say make sure company no. Directors of the company no. On say edini nie. Adam Sarah Amega Torkonu. And ye what Serum Frances Afi Torkonu. And a Serum into omumienu and a company ni omudia. Bakuya marketer and a bakuya director and designer and secretary. Inti nimbamienu ebie company. Nimbamienu be a company no. Ena omudia kwa ne maame hose my contract. Ena ne maame the chief justice say the secretary no approve it and now fan procurement. Never enco restrictive tendering. Memo obia ni omompre. Ena procurement say oh, sa company we dey unique, exceptional and almost approve it. And I'm say the bread a year CJ office. And I'm catching CJ say, oh, madam, Obano contract no, ya approve it on the 17th of September 2024. The same day, and a secretary to the Chief Justice and Nema the owners of the company no. Extra come on, say, more you know, ya approve it the same day. Now, does it end there? No. I'm sure I did me. So, Machel, the invoice from Madam Torkonu and company. No? Now, after that, what happened? Documents in the dorsum. Now, this was when the director procurement in fact, this was when the procurement office, director procurement, actual letter, Ekoma Chief Justice, say, ne ban company no, the 5th of November, into read letter we are. This letter, it was from the director procurement to a judicial secretary. And what's the subject? Request for funds, redesigning of judicial services, libraries, and judges' lounge. Now, here, date near 5th of November 2024. 5th. Your ladyship reference is made to the award of contract letter number PDWKS 3524 dated 17 September 2024 for the redesign of the judicial services, libraries, and creation of the judge lounge. Following the issuance of the award of contract to Mezar Design 7 Limited, the company has requested when they sent the letter, you see, when they wrote the letter, timer, my company no actual letter no, omo chiro letter ne command yen e command judicial services and omo copy the procurement. Into omo chiro command judicial services no say sia no ye win contract no sikasem no e na judicial services e forward day e command procurement say sikasem na and a procurement ebe chiro e de ama yen ebe chiro on the 5th of November edema yen Chief Justice say, following the issuance of the award of contract to Mezar Design 37 Limited, the company has requested per the attached letter that they will require early disbursement to proceed with the works. In the time, Nebano extra letter come Chief Justice through the Judicial Secretary, no, so omu demanding early money. Again, what the procurement authority time up and letter come on Chief Justice through the Judicial Secretary say omu. They also forwarded the letter to procurement. Now procurement responded to Chief Justice, no, or say over the third paragraph, or say in the circumstances we wish to seek approval for the release of an amount of 456,456 Ghana, including taxes, to enable the company proceed with the works. In a mandatory letter, Madam Torkonu mienu extra letter come Judicial Secretary. Almost I catch up on say they need the money, but the contract states say was somewhere there. They insisted they needed the money, and Madam Torkonu forwarded the letter to come out procurement, and the procurement say, "Oh, money something here can there, and then the momo muska almost 5 billion into almost treaty Bibia as an emergency." Was an urgent deal. It was so urgent that procurement wrote back quickly to the Judicial Secretary through to the Chief Justice through the Judicial Secretary to tell Nkorane say, oh, the Mokaniate, you bet Jessica this is here. And Nkorane ma Judicial Secretary no pressure. Judicial Secretary through the Chief Justice no ma procurement pressure. Procurement say ate madam, ya this can be my woman no. Into letter no say in the circumstances we wish to seek approval for the release of an amount of 46,000. Inti Judicial Secretary for no letter no come procurement. Procurement actual letter come Judicial Secretary say right now no they are also seeking for that money for the mano. You get it? And you see the damage they do. And then you say, Bonnie, ya Bonnie. Sami Jemfi na kodi nkwasi asem. And a Ghana for Munya na asemoka. Me, I'm not going to sit here and defend Sami Jemfi. That's not my job. It's his own job. On one action. I will not sit on a platform and defend Sami Jemfi on anything. No. But I want you to understand, say, there are more pressing issues we need to deal with. As far as you are over 18 years, you should know your actions, what you will do. But there are more crazier things to deal with. People are supposed to be jailed. Madam Torkonu issue, no, and not just suspension. Her license is supposed to be revoked. She's not supposed to go home with a dime. Yeah, can't one of the Chief Justice of Ghana destroy the judiciary? From what I am reading here, no, Madam Torkonu should not go scot-free like that. And it's in the MPP for a day. They know lots and lots. Hey, do you know the damage these people have caused? All that they are doing is to protect their crimes. Now say, NDC about government 5 months grand year. Who did the ABC? Do you know what is coming? NDC about power. ND 5 months. NDC it's not power. ND it's not power. ND 5 months. The level of crimes they go NDC for national. They have not even touched 1%. Do you know what is ahead? Do you know what is ahead? You have no idea. Now, Yanko enim. Wait, conflict of interest. And think a committee no motra Chief Justice. They are not supposed to work. They are supposed to sack the woman. They are supposed to sack her. her kids are supposed to be. Yatia ne Kufuado ne yire ne mba Rebecca Kufuado or ne mba. Omu be a foundation and omu beji sika di en kwasi afo ni nam Ghana ha. Ye nyo mo hwe. Ye ti krom ha. And Kufuado Rebecca Kufuado or ne Kufuado ma e be a company. My sister's keeper. They took money from us. And then kwasi afo we demonstration catch say yama MPP mbra power. Adanya bodam ni Kennedy Japan or true for bodam ni Baumia, they can save us. These people, do you know the damage they've done? Huh? Where Madam Torkonu sin two. Made the scandals, you'll be shocked. Baby, they are more serious stuff than this. Anytime who MPP for no mu Jimmy or Mohua, I'm to be stressed. I'm hey, Madam Torkonu is coming back where? Opa, allegations are chain. When Kwa alone, she's not supposed to sit in the Supreme Court or a Chief Justice. This alone, what I'm showing you Ghanaians. Now, yet Ghana near Mami we sabetna Supreme Court say Chief Justice. Nay board them. From what I am showing you, are we not mad? Say you better allow Madam Torkonu to come and sit in the Supreme Court as the Chief Justice. Now, Shadia. So, basically, the government of Ghana finally issued payment. After the pressure from the kids, the government of the day, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's MPP, they basically issued, they succumbed under pressure. Document in here. Government of Ghana payment voucher. They paid almost 5 billion old Ghana to Madam Torkonu's children to come and Ubuvuye, you for ball. Ubuvuye. Finally, a year the government of Nana Akufo-Addo Bawumia Kennedy, they gave the money to the kids. These are the documents. We will publish everything. Mr. P, Mr. S. If you want to watermark them, watermark them. If you don't want to watermark, just whatever you guys want to do, put it out there. Usha journalist in Kwasi Afube Ghana said Paul Adomotri who fin drug infested fool. I'm a bit radio so TV so dadamo. Gonorrhea Paul Adomotri. Na San Kwasi Afube na muti omo Ghana. A journalist who has been employed by a government. Are you silly to listen to such an idiot? That person is a criminal. Somebody who stands on radio to tell you, I am a journalist. But at the end of the day, he takes his paycheck from the government. How can that person be truthful to you? Actually, wait, Jimmy. Paul Adomotri served on NMC board and came to Ghana airport. He was appointed by Akufo-Addo MPP. Now, Kwasi Awejina when him suit tantan say onimunyansa. Now, what go school? Now, school now go onimunyansa. He's being paid by these dogs. Do you think Paul Adomotri, such a filthy, dirty fool, will stand there and show you this? He would never do it. Because he's being paid by these criminals. That is why they be catch him. It is not about I make you know the truth, but do what because you will be a Jimmy. Jimmy send me Andrew Paul Adomotri be now here. Oh, something you are a very secretive guy. Obi also will read in the birthday. Oh, you didn't call baby and son a wabaho. Oh no, you need to birthday. Wow, you're a secretive guy. You don't want crowd noise. O yire di birthday no o yire pie frifia ko baby ma wo wasa akọ ma bag sam ho sa wanzam ni na mo Paul Adomotri o mu so magimi ana me na me yire na ti me fie o na o yire na ti fie we na yire na ti fie na o yire di birthday a yesi a o yire so ko di birthday ni o restaurant bi went man drive o yire every wo fie e fa na ko restaurant no on her birthday. Your wife and her friends has to be somewhere for you to later come with a flower. Na Kwasi Awejina TV so your explanation we chire wona butie. Na mo yes Kwasi Jimmy we drug infested fool we Paul Adomotri. Ejina TV so your explanation we say it's my wife's birthday and you know what and I'm a private person. So into your birthday no and I will you call baby and I later will cut off flowers by. You could not take your wife from home. No way Jimmy. Na obi to we be hey. Jimmy. The guy just went there because Obani nente. Or no Obani woma. Obani birthday. He can go there. Say Mother's Day but alcohol. He no beer or sitting in a party. Bag is no. Police a liar. Where Jimmy? Don't entertain such a criminal. Obi a togba for the man the car man here wedding. Obi no kwedi togba for the atem. Such a dog. Na ojina TV so Jimmy na amanfo tie no. You know, and you see my wife, and you know, they don't know how long I'll be married. And so I'm a very quiet, secretive person. So on my wife's birthday, and you see my wife and her friends, and later I was coming in with a flower. Were you the one? Did you leave the house with your wife, or your wife left the house alone for you to later come with a bag around you like a dog? His wife was having her birthday at her own location. So Obani didn't birthday. You can come through. The woman is matured. When you bema for papa is cool. You can just come there and take pictures. That question TV so and you see a picture of me and my wife. Can't you see the woman wasn't comfortable around Paul? Not Paul who ni nine. Can't you see? But back to the issue itself. This is Madam Torkonu. I'm talking about the Chief Justice. Neba. This is the family I'm talking about. Assembly in say, Madam Torkonu and Nemba Omati company. And Madam Torkonu Amanemba contract. That is what we are discussing. Should Madam Torkonu go back to the Supreme Court? No. Let's be honest here. Who in their right senses will sit and say, yes, Sama Madam Torkonu anchor back. That's what I'm saying. The committee investigating the allegations against the Chief Justice, Madam Torkonu, they are supposed to stop working. It's a waste of resource. The woman is guilty, 100%. She's not supposed to come close to our court. Never. Nobody is supposed to give this woman room. She created a company with her kids to give her daughters almost 5 billion old Ghana cedis contract. Why should we allow this? Why should any Ghanaian? Why should any Ghanaian? Now let me show you. There's one document I didn't show you. Let me show you. Besides, all right, let me put that on. Me team some show at DB. So you see the document I showed you, the last one I showed you. Beba, any. You see this, Shadia? Read this for yourself. Design 37, 420 Drive, Street North Ridge, blah, 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 blah. Project name, redesign of Judicial Service Library, Law Complex Libraries, and redesign of Judges Lounge. Document, payment receipt. Government of Ghana paid the money. And this is the receipt I showed you. Wait a minute, maybe mess up back. But I want you to see. You see, the government of Ghana paid. They paid the money to the kids. It will read the document in the latter part of the document in here. Documents paid receipt for the interior design of interior finishing and furnishing of the Judicial Services Libraries and Judges Lounge. Date issued. When was the payment made? 29th of November 2024. Received the Judicial Services of Ghana Finance Department. Amount 434,291 Ghana 53 pesos. Date received 29th of November 2024 for payment of the redesign of the Judicial Service libraries, law complex libraries, and judges' lounge. They paid the money to them. Madam Torkonu Mbano Eje almost 5 billion old Ghana, 29th of November 2024. Naka how many days me atwaba? 7. Paul is he's paid by the government. Why not decide we bet you? Paul are much about way. Jimmy for they are lying to you people. They are using you people to build their lives. Jimmy. Mo Ghana for no. You can't correct them. Anything I be a say. There are sit document we back we and trono uncofa mbra. Same bois. Nobody can speak in Ghana. Nobody. Chief Justice Torkonu cannot speak on this. And do you know what I have? Do you know what is coming? Make my show document to be. Mama me charge ya. Me gum kuru na mama. Mama me charge ya ho. Make my show document to be. Ma be boom. So Metrana Makacha say the NPP should never come close to power for the next 42 years. I know what I am telling you. In baby to me say, for some reason, and you be beyond a on air. So there will be war in Ghana. Yeah. In Tokobe Sea. Some people will murder some people in Ghana. There will be war, there will be anger. The youth will rise up against some people in Ghana. But we keep those things because we want to protect the democracy of this nation. That is why sometimes Ayana Yakasani Ejina. Why? Because we are looking at the young people on the streets. Akwara yenya wono obi oba time bi onyem. If you give the NPP opportunity again, you are done. Bawumia, Kennedy, Japan. We mommy review. They are thieves. They are criminals. They don't care. Don't underestimate the NPP. JJ Rollins catch them. These are the groom criminals. The NPP, they deliberately sit and groom criminals. They know what they are doing. And they're deliberate. It is in their spine. They groom them. Because in their head, they don't belong to Ghana. They see themselves and say they are better than you. Oh, and then oh my way there. These are mad people. Red fool. They kill their own and laugh. They laugh about it today. Ever seen there? They are back again. They want power. You know what they'll do with power? They need to be. It does not matter how many times this NDC falter. We need to we need to help them. We need to guide them. They also come anymore. We need to rebuke them. But we need to understand one thing. Keep them in power. Keep the NDC in power. We need them for 42 years or else we are done. Put your politics aside. The NPP is dangerous.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with. And they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
Let us hold on onto the principles and values. What are the principles and values? Do you know? The principles and values are we need to understand that the principles, as I say, we will protect our democracy. The values, we will have to use the training that we got, what we went through, the things we learned, what made us better people, to understand that we need to build a better nation. The principles, to stick to that principles of maintaining our peace, protecting our nation, making sure the right people protect us. Those are the principles. Those are the values. To work for this nation, to understand each other, to protect each other, not to kill because of elections, not to steal because we have power, not to make some people look like they are minor. We need to protect the principles and values. The NPP is bad news. They have no principles. They have no values. These are dangerous demons. You cannot underestimate these demons. Only dangerous. Do not underestimate them. J.J. Rollins was speaking into the future. He knows them. He lived with them. He saw what they did to him. The NPP is a dangerous political party. And back to the whole issue, or the main issue, the media actually wa bodam, wa Jimmy, wa bodam, and I'll say, Madam Torkonu and Sambra back to the Supreme Court to be the Chief Justice of Ghana. This is 100% clear-cut conflict of interest. She knows about this. Guys, what we do here is not because we hate anybody. We do these things because we want the people to know the truth. And the truth, it will guide all of us to make the right decisions when we go to the ballot. That's why we do this every day. The NPP as a political party, they have no principles. Now party, so many minyansa. Then Akwa with Torkonu radio say he wants to be the national chairman.
Because
the funny thing is, would to be a radio in the Busan and say, I didn't know person or national chairman of the NPP. T any results, T any response, T.
Because say wouldn't to me campaign Yamodia. And I wouldn't to me so by national chairman pa. Actually say the grassroots no manya national chairman because mo can no wouldn't to me or for Abubu ya or for Pradia or for trot or for taxi. What you say? Or for bus, or redrum, or quail foam, adna, a bad car, papanswa, or trim. What you say? And to you will be a damn for, or belong good to any society. And to say, wound to me, every nepa. I just say, wo, as a polling station, waka home, just a was so polling station for Musumanya chairman. Sansona constituency executive, Musumanya chairman. Sansona regional executive, Musumanya chairman. So is the people's chairman and all
the people's chairman.
People's chairman, who to me is the people's chairman. And Tino ba me adi amamo. Munina no mubehunu se. Ye be jima futuo, ye be jima hoden, and the eba campaign so ye mubehunu se wun to me so oba. All the regions in nyina. Taman this for no kro omu yam shishi wo.
How? A whole political party akwe and the Ashanti regional chairman. Your Busan is supposed the national chairman. Catch ya the going to the national chairman. Hey, I think it's the NDC communicators. You have to stop engaging NPP communicators on TV and on radio. Guys, mo from messaging call. NPP omo Jimmy, they naturally omo Jimmy. Akwe person a national chairman or a regional chairman of Ashanti region. On one radio so not say. Ya man the time we are seeing I say. Catch there, I didn't know person a national chairman. My answer, na ye hu so nim answer.
because sɛ wontumi campaign ya mo dia ana wontumi nso bɛyɛ national chairman pa ɛkyerɛ sɛ the grassroots no monya national chairman because mo ka no ho wontumi ɔfo abobo ya ɔfo pradea ɔfo trotro ɔfo taxi what you say ɔfo bus owradwum ɔkɔ afuom adna about the car papa nso a wɔtram what you say enti oyi obi adamfo or belong good to any society enti sɛ wontumi ɛwe ne pa akyerɛ sɛ wo as a polling station ni wɔka ho kyerɛ sɛ wo so polling station for so muso manya bo chairman sanso na constituency executive muso manya mo chairman sanso na regional executives so manya mo chairman so is the people's chairman and oba
people's chairman
wontumi is the people's chairman enti no ba me ba ade amamo a mu nyina no mo behunu sɛ yɛbɛgye mafutuo yɛbɛgye mo ahoɔden ana ɛba campaign so yɛ you know mo behunu sɛ wontumi so ɔba all the regions ni nyina tama this for no kra ɔmo yam hyehye wɔ ɔmo suro what you say wo hwɛ nneɛma bebra ɛsɛ wontumi ayɛ ayehu because ɔmo hunu sɛ ɛkwan ne nneɛma a NDC for the Ghana for faso no ɔmo hunu sɛ MPP ya seti ya party ni wie pa omunim se 2028 elections ni ya winning what you say enti no omunim se wontumi is winning enu nti se wo kwan a wo se yetimi fa so ni yetimi take no ye na individual me nya aba adwuma da what you say me na board so da akufo ado ka se wo pese wo ye yi a
problem deal now we the party won't call for do what time I responded. A day somebody texted me, a friend on Twitter, Kevin, how do you have this self-control when they say things against you on Twitter? I said, on Twitter, 99% of the people who come to insult me are animals. I don't respond to animals. Madam Funubusam, Kevin, how do you get that self-control not to respond to Twitter, the things they say, the insult? I said, why? Because I don't see them as humans. I don't. Some who say, why Jenica Caribbean, maybe I may pay attention. But majority of the people who follow the MPP, this is a regional chairman. Obedi parties will lose the seat of Ashanti region. Or such was someone to mano, near Busa was a wow radio, so can the obey, or say Pradia, or TT radio, so catch us a Pradia. Now yet Ghana. Now, o problem, they say MPP near Kansemanaya or TikTok, it will be responding, hey, me a call. Because I can't forward almost support to we. These are they are Zulization people. Zoo for. These are pure Zulization incarnate. A zoo. MPP in your party. They be a metram getting kofu we Jimmy kofu we Jimmy. I'm just a boy. Hey, I'm going to sala is confirm. I'm going to tramano. Because that party no nyansa a friend and nyansa. A bit nim. They are the foolish masses. Na na obi to me go school say may a test con ni may a campaign ama wound to me. Hwe kwasi am paying us what work guys. May asampana bremu. 1 minute, 2 minutes to 7 p.m. That is 2 minutes to 11 p.m. in Ghana. In some bebre oha and nanke also account some. And so I think it will be better to stop here. Right after the show, the team will publish every single document on With All Due Respect page. They will watermark it and put everything there. Go and challenge them. Take the document. Take it and challenge them with the document. That is what makes me powerful. Onyankopon kokruko wasro ama me nyansa o protect me no. Wasama me nimdie se me ba ma me twa no troncho te be no kore na ma. We'll release every single document tonight. But I'm talking is not supposed to come close to power. And we have to go into this. More procurement office, no, they need to be questioned. People need to go to jail. But my man promise you, Bibi. Mahama Bedi president 4 months. One thing I can tell you, a secret. The best is yet to come. Yeah? I'm for about Abokrono. Amanfo abomukrono na deɛ ABC no, deɛ ABC wɔ Ghana no, people be shocked. Me say deɛ eba ABC 4 months be o, hwee nsi yɛ yɛnkɔ baby a o. Me say deɛ ABC no, people be shocked in Ghana. Media Maka, we are all messengers who have no Bible or Quran in our hand, messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power.